This is Five Nights at Freddy's Plus, the horrifying remake of FNaF 1 that took the internet by storm since its announcement in 2020. And since then, it's gathered a massive fan base eagerly waiting for each new teaser and sneak peek. But as of recent, FNaF has gone mostly silent. So, in this video, I'm going to be covering everything we know so far, but more importantly, what happened to Five Nights at Freddy's Plus? This is FNaF, the main developer behind FNaF Plus, and in July of 2020, he would release a small beta for Project Fizz, a reimagining of FNaF 2 named Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Open Source. Why? Because he wanted to make Game Maker Studio more accessible to aspiring game devs, by giving them a fully open source version of FNaF 2 to tinker with. And of course, the beta was received really well, with YouTube videos on the game getting millions of views. People really loved the small details and the incredibly creative custom nights. Everything was customizable, from night duration to battery level, and oh my god, Scott Coulson took the entire game down. Since it used the FNaF 2 characters, it was far too similar and better, plus it was free. Scott didn't like how it was open source. Imagine all the really slightly edited FNaF clones that would have been spammed on Game Jolts. So, it was the end of a small fan project. Right? Well, no, because in response to Scott, FNaF emailed him, giving him a list of everything he disliked about the gameplay in every FNaF game. And from this blunt criticism, Scott decided to give FNaF a chance to make something better. So, Scott gave him the opportunity to pitch him a new FNaF game, a remake of FNaF 1. And then, the Fazbear Fanverse initiative was announced, a giant collaboration between Scott and infamous fan game creators designed to invest into their games. From porting it to consoles and mobiles to even making official merchandise. Look at this, look how although fans quickly noticed that this included a new game, a recreation of FNaF 1 by FNaF. Although we knew nothing about it at the time, not even the game's name. And that was until the 28th of August, where FNaF would post the game's first teaser, marking the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's Plus. We wouldn't have to wait much longer after the reveal, because on the 2nd of September, FNaF would upload the first of many VHS teasers to the FNaF Plus YouTube channel. The first being Connection Error. This teaser gave us the first good look at the dining area, showing us how FNaF Plus will be a lot darker. The restaurant is the opposite of Security Breach, being broken down and desolate. Also, Bonnie, who lifelessly stands in the center of the dining area and suddenly vanishes. Over the next couple months, FNaF would constantly post teasers revealing posters and even full animatronic designs. But the main attraction was the incredibly well done VHS tapes, because just 2 months after the first, FNaF would drop 4 more, starting with Routine Check. This tape is a recording of Freddy doing his scripted animations on stage, from greeting the audience to his iconic, friendly laugh. If you didn't notice though, in each test, Bonnie is staring at you. It knows it's being recorded, but not watched. The second tape is Quiet Hours, a video recorded from the perspective of a customer looking up at the stage. And it seems to be normal. Oh my god. Something about Bonnie and Chica's designs is just horrific. From the cold, lifeless stares to the rundown look. It's perfect for the game's style. The next tape is Stage Performance, showing the whole band singing and the first good look at Chica, singing a song called Follow Me. And you know what that means, because at the end of the song when Chica sings, she begins to do this. Although, if you look back at each video, you'll notice glitchy text, and when combined, it leads you to a YouTube URL, the secret 4th tape, Night Mode. This video is from the perspective of Foxy in Pirate's Cove, and after seeing Freddy laugh in the distance, his POV turns red, and imagery flashes violently on screen, from these endoskeletons to a part of Freddy's jump scare and even the puppets. And finally, Foxy at the exit sign. Next up, the FNaF Plus Twitter account posted these 4 new teasers, showing us the Celebrate poster, a clock, and the new plushies. Although, aside from one new teaser, from there it mostly went quiet, until on August 8th, FNaF dropped not only the biggest teaser yet, but, in my opinion, one of the best FNaF VHS tapes ever made. This is breaking and entering. The VHS tape starts with multiple shots of the dark pizzeria, revealing locations like parts and service and some backrooms. Oh, did you notice something? While looking at parts and service, text flashes on the screen, and when combined, we get this. Our intern has also already ensured the appropriate replacement of sensitive material related to your mistake. A clean video feed archive of Cam 1B will be used as substitute for the missing portion of the footage left on tape. We would like to remind you that as current night watchman of the restaurant, you are required to notify us of any documented irregularities during your shift. This seems to be referencing the first teaser where Bonnie destroyed the camera, and the night watchman is being blamed for it. The tape then switches to the POV of a child who's armed with a flashlight, their dad's camcorder, and a ghost detector, trying to investigate paranormal activity. Word has spread about Freddy Fazbear's Pizza being haunted, with rumors of the robots walking around at night and the box. The child goes to investigate the animatronics, and it's really cool to see them in use with proper lighting. They really shine here. Literally. Using the ghost detector, we hear the song Say Goodbye to Spring, which will be relevant later when this guy dies because holy shit is he pushing it back the away. However, when observing them, we can also hear senseless audio, kind of like someone speaking. But if you slow it down and reverse it, you can make out what they're saying.
Don't make direct eye contact with cat. Don't stand in front of or directly behind cat. And for your own safety, always keep in mind the following guidelines regarding staff interactions with animatronic cat.
In summary, something happened at the restaurant, an incident that resulted in a fatality, and management panicked, warning staff not even to touch the animatronics. And just as the child is moving on to Pirate's Cove, the doors lock behind them. Step 2. Pirate's Cove. The child approaches the curtain, slowly pulling them back to reveal nothing? The ghost detector suddenly goes off, but this only foreshadows what's about to happen. Step 3. Security Office. We're shown an animatronic in the hallway. My best guess is it being Foxy due to the legs and even Hook. Though, while exploring the office, the ghost detector goes haywire. And just a second later... We're now in parts and service, surrounded by the remains of previous animatronics, and also a Freddy Fazbear suit with someone inside. The end of the tape, because shortly after the video's release, people started to notice secret text, and when combined, it leads to this YouTube video. After this horrifying tape dropped, the FNaF Plus Twitter account posted 4 more images, fully revealing Bonnie and Chica's designs, and also a Q&A. This Q&A revealed a lot of key information, starting with the fact that there will be a decent amount of changes from the original game's story, and also the mechanics are not at all faithful to the original game, but the style/spirit remains the same, even though there won't be a phone guy. The game doesn't have a set hardest mode since the custom night has so many options, and finally, neither Foxy or the puppets killed the protagonist in breaking and entering. But then FizzNom went silent until October 31st, where we got the reveal for Foxy. This is by far my favourite FNAF Plus design. Foxy actually looks broken down and destroyed. I know a lot of people hate them, but I feel like these animatronics nail the dark, gritty style that FNAF Plus is going for. And then Security Breach dropped. In summary, the response was really mixed, from fans loving the game to others thinking that it ruined the series. Which is fair, the game is completely different to any other FNAF game. It completely gets rid of the cameras and style that the franchise had been building for years. For most people, that's kinda sucked. It took away what made FNAF special, and one person who really didn't like it was FizzNom, with him posting a massive Twitter longer. In summary, he has had many issues with the direction that FNAF has been going in the past few years, but Security Breach was just the last straw, especially with other controversies and personal issues. And since that, he's done. He's no longer interested in the franchise, and FNAF Plus will be his final FNAF fan game. And then, news fell silent until on the 4th of February 2022, where FizzNom posted another over 40 question-long Q&A. It actually revealed so much more, things like a ghost detector mechanic, and even hinting that the body in the breaking and entering teaser was Phone Guy's remains. And then, out of completely nowhere, FizzNom dropped the biggest teaser yet. This is the first gameplay teaser, and wow, it looks incredible. The office is packed with small details but still looks really clean, with amazing lighting. But the even more terrifying thing is that this barbed wire is damaged, like something tried to claw through it. But it doesn't stop there, because the cameras are even better. Each camera is different, from the layout to the lighting, it just looks amazing. They're all really detailed, down to even reflection. This looks like an Unreal Engine title, but in Game Maker 2 and without the usual Unreal Engine clunk. But the detail makes me question if the new gameplay mechanics that FizzNom have hinted to are related to rooms like this. Maybe you can interact with the objects through the cameras. And then, 2 months later, FizzNom created the Steam page for FNAF Plus, revealing the first trailer. It also revealed a bunch of in-game screenshots and how piss easy this game is to run. But FizzNom mentioned in his Steam post a plus mode, being described as a real challenge for thrill-seeking fans. I'm assuming it's basically like a 420 mode, but for FNAF Plus. I'd really like to see this being really difficult. I want to see something of 50-20 caliber that takes hundreds of attempts to beat. Although, FizzNom did say that there's no set hardest mode, so maybe Plus mode is more than just one night. And then the final teaser. On the 29th of December 2022, these 8 posters and a zip file were revealed. Yeah, I'm not downloading that. That is definitely like a 1 petabyte zip. But since then, teasers and updates have mostly fallen silent. So what happened to FNAF Plus? What is the current state of it? Well, FizzNom is still incredibly active on places like YouTube and Twitter, so he's definitely still working on the game. We could be seeing some new teasers or even a second trailer in the next couple of months. Although FizzNom did state that he won't release another trailer until the game is feature complete. But for the release date, FizzNom has specified he doesn't want to announce it until he's 100% sure it will release on that day. But my personal guess is around October 2023 to catch that holiday season. So while you're waiting, click the video on screen now to find out the current state of Five Nights at Candy's.